This short video will show you the new Proposed Taxes tab within your client switch screen to help you review the estimated CGT impact of this switch transaction prior to execution. To make it easier to deliver advice and save your practice time, we'll also demonstrate how you can download inputs for your ROA template. We have made switching investments for your client more efficient and intuitive for your practice using North Online. Sitting alongside the Proposed Investment Holdings and Proposed Fees tabs, we're excited to introduce the Proposed Taxes tab. It's never been easier to preview holdings, fees, and now taxes prior to executing a switch transaction. North Online gives you the ability to preview the estimated tax implications relating to this investment switch. Once you have entered the desired switch details, let's discover the proposed taxes. At the top of the page, you will see the estimated total tax impacts as a result of this transaction. The proceeds from sale is the total sell amount for all investments as part of the switch transaction. This is the summed amount of all sell amounts entered into the switch transaction tab. The value displayed in the net capital gain or loss represents the total sum of the net capital gain or capital loss as a result of any potential sales that are part of the switch transaction at the time. The non-discountable gains are the total sum of non-discountable gains, which are investment parcels that have been held for less than 12 months when a CGT event occurs. The discountable gains are the total sum of discountable gains, which are investment parcels that have been held for more than 12 months when a CGT event occurs. The total sum of losses incurred as part of the switch transaction are displayed below, which are investment parcels where the proceeds from sale are less than the parcel's cost base. The tax bubble represents the total sum of the estimated capital gains tax that the switch may incur if it were to be finalised. There is a helpful icon that explains the tax rate along with non-discountable and discountable effective tax rates and how the discountable capital gain is determined by performing a calculation. If there are capital gains losses, then the tax bubble will display as $0. For IDPS accounts, in order to calculate the estimated CGT, you must enter the individual's marginal tax rate. This rate may not be known and is not mandatory. Once you enter the rate, North Online will calculate the capital gains tax based upon the value you enter. If you do not enter a rate, the tax bubble will display as $0. The information provided is not tax advice. It is an estimate only, and the actual tax may vary. It does not take into account any other applicable taxation or financial information. Your client should seek professional tax advice. Further down the page, you will see the proposed total tax impacts, which will be broken down by investment tax parcel being sold. This will display each proposed investment being sold at the tax parcel level, along with any capital gain or loss and capital gains tax from the sale. This will include a grouping of investment type, its investment code, and its name. If the investment is held within a model or managed portfolio, the model or managed portfolio ID will be displayed. Open the parcel by selecting the plus icon, which will confirm the purchase date. The purchase date is the date the investment was originally acquired on. It is an important date for calculating the capital gain or loss of an asset, as CGT discounts may apply if the asset has been held for more than 12 months. Proceeds from the sale is the gross amount from the sale of an investment before all costs have been taken into consideration. This is the dollar amount which you have selected to sell within the switch screen. The cost base of a capital gains tax asset is generally the cost of an asset when originally purchased plus other certain costs are factored into it when acquiring and selling the asset, such as brokerage fees. The estimated capital gain or loss is then indicated. The capital gain is an increase in the value of a CGT asset. It is the difference between the proceeds from sale and the cost base or reduced cost base of the asset being sold. A capital loss is a decrease in the value of the CGT asset. This is where the cost base is higher than the proceeds from sale of an asset being sold. Coupling the capital gain or loss, the parcel will indicate whether the parcel was discountable, non-discountable, indexed, or a loss. Tax comes into effect once the CGT event occurs, that is, when an investment is sold. The CGT amount displayed in the Proposed Taxes tab is an estimate only and does not take into account the current quarter position for an account. A switch transaction can have scenarios where the sell instruction is actually a transfer rather than a sell, in which case there are no tax implications as the client's account still owns the asset but is transferring a portion or all of it into somewhere else. These investments will not display in the breakdown by investment tax parcel being sold. The following scenarios are identified as having no tax implications, as they're regarded as transfers and have no CGT impacts. These include transferring common assets into or out of a managed or model portfolio. An important information section at the bottom of the page is displayed, explaining key definitions and limitations of data within the scope of the switch and overall platform. The data contained within the Proposed Taxes tab can be downloaded to CSV format by clicking on the download icon. A summary of the proposed tax impacts are displayed along with the breakdown by investment sold. The addition of the Proposed Taxes tab forms one of the tools to help you manage the impact of CGT for your clients. Other tools on North Online include the Investment Gain or Loss report within your client's account under Statements and Reports, which allows you to run an unrealized or realized gain or loss report, which you can download to CSV. The unrealized or realized gain or loss report can also be included in your client report under Statements and Reports. This allows you to select the desired date range and then include the investment gain or loss details. Let's now focus on the new Record of Advice template to help save you time providing advice to your client. Access the ROA data download in CSV format in the pre-submit documentation page. The download will include data from the Proposed Investment Holdings, Proposed Fees, and Proposed Taxes tabs. Data to be used in your ROA template can now be downloaded in a Word document to help you populate your ROA template more efficiently. You can download the ROA Word document, which contains data required in populated tables and pie charts, saving you time and reducing the likelihood of an error. Select the ROA data button on the pre-submit documentation page of your switch request. A Word document will download and can be opened. This document will replicate the ROA data download in easy-to-read tables which you can cut and paste into your ROA template. The Proposed Taxes tab and ROA template will help save you time and create efficiency within your practice. They've been designed to make using North Online easier and more intuitive for you and your client on North Online.